Malaysia's level of stunting, basically the percentage of children who fail to grow to their full height, is even worse than that of some African nations, a new report by UNICEF Malaysia and DM Analytics points out. This is due to malnourishment and poverty. DM Analytics MD and Chief Economist Muhammad Abdul Khalid says the level of stunting in Malaysia in 2016 is at 20.7%. That's even worse than Ghana at 18.8%. And this is despite our GDP per capita being 6 times higher. When broken down by state, the situation looks even dire. In Malaysia's poorest state, Kelantan, 34% of children are stunted compared to low-income countries such as Zimbabwe at 26.6% and Swaziland at 25.5%. But even in the richest district in Malaysia, Putrajaya, 24% of children are stunted. In the capital of Kuala Lumpur, the rate of stunting stands at 11%. But worryingly, among KL's underprivileged children, the rate stands at 22%. According to the study, 48% of households living in KL's low-cost flats did not have enough money to buy food in recent months, while 12% of children ate less than 3 meals a day. Hong Leong Financial Group saw its latest quarterly net profit grew by 12%, mainly due to higher contribution from the commercial banking division. Earnings came in at 495 million ringgit, revenue inched up 1.5% to 1.37 billion ringgit. Meanwhile, its subsidiary Hong Leong Bank's second quarter net profit increased 24% on the back of higher revenue and higher share of profit from the Bank of Chengdu and Sichuan Jingchen Consumer Finance JV. Net profit rose to about 683 million ringgit. Top line came in 4% higher at 1.2 billion ringgit. It declared a single interim dividend of 16 cents per share. However, over at Hong Leong Capital Group, second quarter net profit dropped 10%, no thanks to lower contribution from the investment banking and stockbroking divisions. Bottom line fell to 20.7 million ringgit versus 22.9 million previously. Revenue climbed marginally, up 3% to 81 million ringgit. Sugar King Robert Kuok says he is neither funding DAP nor the Malaysian Inside. This follows allegations made by political blogger Raja Petra that the tycoon is financing these parties in a plot to overthrow the current administration and install a Chinese-led government in its place. Kwok's office said in a statement that the allegations published in Malaysia Today are untrue and that he expressly denies them in their entirety. Kwok also expressed deep appreciation for the opportunities he has had and recognizes the contributions made by Malaysians of all creed, race and religion towards the development of Malaysia to date and continued commitment shared by all Malaysians in ensuring a bright future for the nation. He said he holds in the highest esteem the leaders of Malaysia who have throughout their lives done everything they can to contribute to the well-being of Malaysians. Time.com's net profit almost halved in its fourth quarter due to a net loss on forex, higher depreciation and higher interest expenses. Earnings fell 49% to 58.2 million ringgit. Revenue came in at 234 million ringgit, up 6% from a year earlier. It declared an interim dividend of 5.3 cents a share, as well as a special interim dividend of 11.9 cents. For its full year, net profit fell 57% to about 175 million ringgit on the back of 860.7 million ringgit in revenue, which was up 12% year-on-year. Commander-in-Chief Afzal Abdul Rahim says 2017 was challenging on several fronts, but the group is pleased to have been able to deliver a decent set of numbers with all things normalized. Moving forward, however, Time expects the telco industry to remain competitive and challenging. The group will continue to leverage on its existing assets to deliver a fast, reliable and unparalleled quality network experience to its customers. Fumie Armada managed to return to the black for its fourth quarter. The company reported a net profit of 63.8 million ringgit, rebounding from a loss of 1.38 billion ringgit last year. This was on the back of higher revenue and lower impairment. Meanwhile, revenue came in at 662.2 million ringgit, up 78% year-on-year. For its full-year performance, Fumie Armada said net profit stood at 352.3 million ringgit versus a net loss of some 2 billion ringgit earlier. Revenue was 83% higher at 2.4 billion ringgit. For 2018, its CEO Leon Harlan says the company is expected to move into a more stable phase, with all the current FPO and OMS activities to remain fairly consistent. Fumie Armada will also look for growth and explore new projects that will suit it from a strategic position.